Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes in the Shed. Right, you have to excuse the lack of updates over the last week, but I've been out of the country. Not tax reasons or anything, it was just that I had to go and work. Anyway, I've been doing a few bits this morning on the old bike, and I just want to give you a sit rep of where we are and what's next. I'm going to flip the camera around and I'll show you. Okay, as you can see, still no number plate, which is I've got one of those to put on. That's going to be one of the last things. I have been working on the electrical system, powered it up, and if you remember on the tail lamp, I put 3 bullets on all the right way around, all the same should I say, because I thought they might be wrong, and yeah, they were wrong, so I had to swap a couple of wires over. So that's working now. The rear body panel stuff is on, exhausts on, engines in. I dropped the petrol tank on to see if the engine would crank, because obviously the fuel injection and stuff is all plugged in under that. I've also put on the new tank cap, which matches with the keys for the new ignition. The clocks and everything are all working. Let me see if I can. There we go. So the whole thing is alive. Obviously this indicator is now the engine lamp, and this indicator now does both sides on one indicator. Bit inconvenient, but you know, there we are. The mirrors, got one mirror there and the other mirror there, are pointing in the right direction because I bought some little adapters which go in there. Front forks are all on. Headlamps buttoned up, obviously, because I did the wiring. I had to change a few of the wires around because these aftermarket levers have different connectors on the end of them, so I had to sort that out, but that's no big deal. So they're all in now. Front wheel is on, but there's no fluid in that brake because that brake came off the old lever. So I've put the hose on. So the hose is screwed on now, but there is no fluid in it. Yeah, headlamps on, that's good. Front wheel, yeah, front wheel. What else have I done? Battery's connected. When I connected the battery, I did find that the 15 amp fuse had blown, so I had to put a new fuse in it. Apart from that, everything's looking pretty good. So, next steps then. Obviously the tank's on. It can probably stay on, to be honest. It's not in the way. I think, I also put on, I turn this around, I also put a brand new speedo cable on there that goes up to the speedo, and if you spin the front wheel, you can see, I was a bit slow then, you can see a bit of wheel speed on the speedo, so that's working. So now I need front brake. So I've got to bleed the front brake. I need to do the side panels. I need to do the number plate and get the new seat out. So we're getting pretty close to the end. So brake bleeding now. Okay, so the brakes are bled. As we say in the car industry, I've got a good pedal. So, next job, just give that a wipe over. Next job is this fella, right? This is the left-hand side panel off the bike. Right, now you can see it's got a keyhole in it. The reason the left-hand panel has a keyhole in it is because that's where the toolbox is and the starter solenoid and everything. So if you wanted to steal a bike, that's the place where you'd hit it, which this one had, obviously. So the new ignition switch and fuel tank switch comes with the new keyhole thing, which is like that. So that has got to go in there. The whole thing here has been broken. and I think this kind of replaced it. So I've got to figure out which bit has to come off and how much of this I need to take apart to change that over. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, that's working. So that's all locked on there pretty well. There's a mounting point on the tank here and a mounting point rubber here. What I can't do though, I can't leave those on. They're the last thing that goes on. I can't leave them on because when I put the seat on, the bolts for the seat are behind these panels. So I need to take it off again. But that works really well. So you undo the lock and then pull that off. And there you have it, there's the key. Very nice. So, that's one side panel done. The other side, I need to check that fits. I think it's all in pretty good nick. So I'll check that now. I think next job is, yeah, the other side panel, and then we need to put the number plate on. So I need to mark the number plate out. Okay, so we've got a number plate. So number plate's on. I only had one yellow screw, and I need a yellow one and a black one, which is a bit inconvenient, but I'll have to get some of those. Anyway, number plate is on. Next thing, I've got these kind of black trim pieces that go on the tank there that make it look like it's got some sort of supercharger induction port. So it just tidies up this area of the engine. So I'm going to put these on next, and then the seat, I believe. Okay, shed fans. Got a microphone here. Okay, shed fans, it's the moment of truth. Tanks on, side panels on, new seats on, new seat, nice. New levers, handlebars, new forks, new headlamp, new clocks. Wheels refurbished, new tyres, new fairing on the back, new number plate, great big box full of broken stuff down there, and a bike now which is ready to go, which the engine looks a little bit scabby. But I have to draw the line. I have to draw. I'd love to take the engine out, powder coat the frame and everything, but no, it's a 125, right? So I'm drawing a line. This is where it's staying. So, moment of truth. Let's fire it up. Okay, can you hear a fuel pump? go. Looks fast, sounds fast, 12 horsepower. So I think, folks, I'd love to do a bit more, you know, like cleaning these brake calipers up and stuff, but it needs to be back on the road. And I think that is pretty much it. What I do need to do is just check the alignment of the wheels, because it has been through the wars, so I'll do that. But apart from that, it's looking sweet. We've got a front brake, got a clutch, gears should work. Next job is a test ride. So I think we'll call this the conclusion of Project El Plates. And thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Catch you next time. Join me next time for what did I do with a side stand switch, or is my clutch switch working?